everything is an appearance in consciousness, if I understand correctly. And so consciousness is one that appears as many.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I am consciousness. I hope I realize that someday. But if I am already one, then I would not want to express myself as many, because I will suffer if I am many. So why is consciousness exhibiting polymorphism in the form of all of us?
Yes, why? So this is the big question. It's not complicated, it's a fundamental question. When we investigate Advaita a little bit, we'll come to this question. Old question of why is the one appearing as the many? The many cannot be denied. We experience it. Everybody, materialist, scientist, atheist, theist, religious, spiritual, Vedantin, Buddhist, everybody experiences the many. But now you are saying underlying all of this, there is one reality, one. Then why did the one become the many? In Vedanta, we'll say one did not become the many, one is appearing as the many. Now comes our question. Why is one appearing as the many? Why is one appearing as the many? There are many answers to this. See what you like. Take your pick. One is, it is your play. Alan Watts was a British philosopher. A newspaper article called him part philosopher, part pirate. He was in the Bay Area in the 1950s, 60s, but many of his lectures are available online now. And his famous book, there are a number of small books, but one famous book is, it's called The Book. It's a very small book. And the subtitle is The Taboo Against Knowing Who You Are. It's about this, what we are talking about. So there he starts off with a little story, answering your question. It's a children's story, but it's very profound, fits for us actually. He says, in the beginning God existed, and there was nothing else, only God. Only the one, and existed from eternity to eternity. But eternity is a long time. It became very boring. And then God wanted to play. But whom will God play with? There's nobody else except God. And God thought, And God thought of a plan. Because God is very clever, he came up with a plan. He said, let me pretend to be not God. Then there will be two, God and not God, and then I can play. So he pretended to be not God. But the problem is, God is very good at what he does. When he pretended to be not God, he completely forgot he was not God. He was God. He completely forgot he was God. And now God, pretending to be not God, forgetting that he is God, is searching for God, and here we are. That's the play answer, and it's actually a serious answer. Leela vattu kaivalyam in Brahma Sutras, in Vedanta, one answer is Leela, divine play. Sri Ramakrishna once tried this answer. Somebody asked him this question, why there is so much suffering? And he said, one answer he gave was, well, it is God's play. Can we know? What can we understand? It is God's play. And the person was not satisfied by this answer. He said, it may be play for God, but it is death for us. Suffering? He said, suffering? It's death for us. Then Sri Ramakrishna's next answer, we can also give that answer now after all this. He said, but who are you? If you are God, if you are this limitless existence consciousness bliss, appearing as the world, then the world becomes your dream basically. Nivedita once asked Vivekananda, can I think of Kali as the dream of Shiva? You know that famous iconography, Shiva lying flat and Kali standing on his chest. So can I think of Kali as the dream of Shiva? Swami Vivekananda thought for a moment and he laughed and he said, well, have it your way. So he approved, yes. This universe is nothing other than the Divine Mother, and that's your dream. You are Shiva. Now you can't complain. Even if you are suffering, but you are not really suffering. Because you are fine. If I were truly destroyed, if there was true injustice, limitless injustice, death is the end, or life and death cycle is the end, there's nothing more than that, then it would be terrible. But if there's something beyond, something transcends, and I am that transcendent principle, then in one sense I am fine. Like Sri Ramakrishna answered to Hari, the young disciple. And he says, it hurts, I can't eat, cancer in the throat. And then he said, but you are in great bliss. He said, oh, you have found me out. If in the midst of everything I can be in great bliss, or the possibility is there that I can realize that, and everybody can realize that. You don't have to be a Hindu or a Vedantin or even a human being. An alien with the same mental equipment can also become enlightened, because we are all that one underlying existence consciousness, please. I would say, why? Why? Think about it. What are the options before? This is my answer, but I'll give you Vivekananda's answer later on, and the real answer from Vedanta. But my answer is also cute. What is the possibility, logical possibility before you, consciousness, to appear or not to appear, to be or not to be? Shakespeare. These are only two possibilities. Both you are doing. You are appearing as this universe, but the moment you fall asleep, deep sleep, nothing. The moment the universe ends in cosmic dissolution, pralaya, nothing. Then again you appear at the cosmic level as the universe, in your personal level in the waking and dreaming. So both are there. Appearance and non-appearance. If you, the limitless consciousness, did not appear as something, you would have said, what a useless limitless consciousness. Doesn't do anything. But when we appear as the samsara universe, we complain, why is it appearing? I am suffering so much. This is my answer. Logically, there are only two answers, and both Atman or Brahman or consciousness is ticking. Yes, check. I am doing both. I am appearing, I am also not appearing. The answer given by Swamiji and the actual answer in Vedanta is the question is wrong. You are asking why the one appears as the many. Why Brahman appears as the universe. But notice the structure of the question. Why? Why? What kind of answer will satisfy you? Because. Why is it wet? Because it rained. Why did it rain? Because of the clouds. Why are there clouds? Because of the sun and the water. Similarly, why is one appearing as the universe? You will have to ask, you have to answer, because something you have to give. But the thing is, the appearance of the one as the universe, the word appearance is important. That is Maya. And Maya in Vedanta is time, space, causation. Time, space, causation. Causation is why. Cause and effect. When you are asking why, you are asking for a cause. You are looking at an effect and asking for a cause. When you ask why the universe, in the universe, this question makes sense. You are asking for a cause of an effect. But we are asking for causation itself. You can't ask why causation. It's like asking why. Time, space, causation. It's like asking what was there before time. If you ask before, you have already accepted time. You can't logically put the question. If you ask what is there outside space, but outside and inside are space words. You have already accepted space. Similarly, if you ask why causation, why Maya, you have already accepted Maya. That question makes sense within Maya. But on this side of Maya, no question. One Swami put it beautifully. On this side of Maya, on this side of enlightenment, we have the question, no answer. I have not given you answer actually. And on that side of enlightenment, enlightened ones, they have the answer but no question.
Become Swami Vivekananda's messenger. Share the video with 3 of your friends.